They are not exactly science fiction. They can be categorized somewhere between horror and speculative fiction. There's only one real sci-fi story. Most of them are like fairy tale, but with a little bit of modern Korean twist. I would like to think of it that way.
When I first read Bora's text, I think my eyes basically widened and turned all glittery because I was convinced that, oh, this is something that I want to translate. I was ready to pounce on the book. Kind of like how I imagine a tiger's eyes would be when they see an actual bunny in the wild. They're like, oh, okay, that's going to be something that I'm going to go after. Because her sentences were just so beautiful and her stories were just so fantastic, I just couldn't wait to get my hands on them.
Then one night, she went to the bathroom. She had been watching TV, like always, and was alone in the house, like always. She did her business, closed the lid, and flushed. While washing her hands, she glanced at herself in the mirror. Sagging eyelids, wrinkles, rough and dry skin, white hair peeking out from the root of her dye job. She was fiddling with her hair, thinking she'd need another hair appointment soon. When she saw through the mirror the lid of the toilet seat move. Kruk! A wet hand rose from inside the toilet and pushed the lid open. Another wet hand emerged. The two hands gripped the edge of the toilet. She watched as the back of the person's head, thick with hair and slick with water, rose from the toilet bowl. The delicate hands spread their long, thin fingers and pushed down against the rim, bringing up a narrow pair of fine-boned shoulders and slender arms. The rich black hair reached all the way down the smooth back, followed by a sensuous line of svelte waist and white, voluptuous buttocks and firm thighs. A knee rose up, and a foot perched on the edge of the toilet bowl. The leg was white and long and slim. The calves were precisely the right size, the muscles tensing a little. As the foot was brought up, the ankle dainty. The other foot emerged, and its exquisite toes lightly touched down on the bathroom floor. The drenched, naked body shone in the yellow, dim light of the bathroom. The woman kept staring into the mirror. The person who had emerged from the toilet slowly turned around. The woman saw the face of her youth reflected next to her own saggy face. Her young self smiling at her old self. The old self slowly turned around to face the young self. The head that was no longer a head stood still. The old self stared back at the face of her youth, a face that continued to smile at her. Mother,